Bonnet on. And this is turn down service. I can you believe that I've done the Palisade till I've been standing here and talking for about 20 minutes and I never pushed the button to go live. That's crazy. But I am gonna stick with you for a few minutes and finish everything up. Oh my goodness. But so I was sharing how all is well here in New Orleans. We just got through Mardi Gras, which was a crazy, crazy festive time here. It was a good one for me. I did not do too much, just enough. Um, wow, I can't even believe I did that. So right now I'm applying this barrier bounce. That's after we have done massaging with this PDRN, which is also known as salmon sperm. I talked about how I've had the salmon sperm facial with microneedling before, and I shared that here on previous turn down service episodes and also on my Instagram. I went through the whole process. And when I did the massaging, I used the Jade tool. This is my trusty dusty. This is what I learned gua sha with. And so we did the massaging, cleanse for 60 seconds, and then wiped that off and went in with this PDRN product, which is the capsule cream. You can see these little blue jelly dots. And I was saying how honestly, I don't use this product every day. I am starting to see just my skin get a little reactive in different areas. So I'm in this process of kind of trying to back up with using so many actives. I have been, you know, as someone who has struggled in the past with problem skin, sometimes I have to go in and literally remind myself, you're at a different stage with your skin than you were. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to do too much. So I'm trying to back up off of some of the actives and just focus on keeping my skin cleansed and moisturized. That is the main thing. Um, I also, and I'm probably not at the right stage in my cleansing to do this, but I wanted to show and actually use um my high frequency tool, which I haven't used in some time, but sometimes the thing be up a little too high. Sure you can hear it. Well, I want to, kind of oxygenate the skin, heal any bacteria that's in those little tiny breakouts. I'm also just right in this area. Y'all know I always talk about women's hormonal cycles. Um, I'm about a week away, so my skin is automatically going to be on the reactive side. But still, if we have these tools, why not use them? I was sharing also that, I had done this piece um about maintaining beauty, your beauty regimen, your beauty routine while, in between the bag. Maybe when money isn't quite what it used to be. And I was saying how like sometimes you just gotta go back. Like go back in your closet, go back in your cabinets and find some of those things that you bought, on an impulse buy or whatever. But because it was popular, go back in there and use those things again. And especially when we're in the spirit of trying to be as consistent as possible, um, start not only just using them one time, but incorporating them for at least 30 days so you can really, really see how these things work at their full potential. It's been a quiet day. Been resting, recovering from Mardi Gras season in New Orleans in general. I was just talking about how, I really do enjoy my life here and how I broke up with this spirit of victimization. Um, Last year was a big year of that for me, breaking up with feeling just victimizing myself. At some point, you have to take control of your life, of the people in your life, of, whatever you want to be there. And that's how that I bridged that conversation of saying that, New Orleans has taught me several things. It is a place that I enjoy living. I haven't been on social media as much for myself personally, but that is because I've actually been living my life offline, I'm sorry, and enjoying getting to know, friends here on a deeper level, um, enjoying what New Orleans has to offer and learning, the culture. I was very unhappy at one point, and so I moved, and I'm just saying, I stopped blaming Charlotte, excuse me, and I stopped blaming people in my life, I took control of it. And sometimes that's just what we have to do. All the time, actually, that's what we have to do. It may not work out always in your timing, but making the effort is just your first step. Let God do the rest. You know, let God do the rest. I have some think pieces coming. I have a newsletter coming. Things I've been working on. Still trying to get back to my own sense of consistency here on Substack and with my own things, but we also don't beat ourselves up when we fall a bit behind off track when life happens. Again, we're not victimizing. So I know that was a little crazy. That's not my use. Trust that your girl sat here and did her whole skincare routine before she hit the button. But next week is another opportunity, isn't it? Love y'all. Thanks for the messages. Thanks for the new likes, the new followers. Always appreciated. Thanks for the energy. And sending you all the love, all the positivity, all of the blessings for a blessed and happy week. And I will see y'all, God willing, next Sunday. Peace.